In an ancient time, when a terrible evil threatens the land, only one man can save the world.
Say what? Get out of here.
What? What's the meaning of this?
Oh, we'll just take off that broken record.
I say.
Here, hold my earrings while I take this monster down. I've got your back, darling. We just might burn down this town. Oh no, oh yeah. When you're up against a challenge and you need a helping hand, we've got an arsenal of fireballs, steel stilettos, and a cat. Oh yeah.
Hi, and welcome to Here Hold My Earrings. My name is Zal, and I'm your DM today. With me are Henrietta, Yvonne, Laura, Sophie, and Ida. Henrietta?
Hi, I'm Henriette. I'm from Norway, and I usually play Dalin, the Color Star Druid, but today I'm playing Blemish the Troll.
Excellent. Yvonne?
Hi, I'm Yvonne from Canada, and I play Cracker, a half-orc barbarian.
Laura?
Hi, I'm Laura from Germany, and I play Byleth, a tiefling wizard.
Sophie?
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm from Wales, and I play a human wizard named Charlotte.
And Ida.
Hi, I'm Ida from Sweden. I play Lilith, a wood elf cleric.
All right, take it away.
We start off in the swamp, surrounded by 8 Yuan-Ti, which is famous for once being human, that has gone through magical change to become partly snakes. Very creepy. They have their spears out and are hissing against us. We try to be friendly and offer them food, which they gladly take, but they keep wanting more. When Ivy moves, the Yuan-Ti attacks. Apparently, you shouldn't move close to snake creatures. Well, now we know to next time. Valdis immediately hides after getting hit by the Yuan-Ti, but the rest of us are fighting for our love. I can't talk today. But the rest of us are fighting for our lives. We are very happy to have Blemish on our side. He's biting his way through the Yuan-Ti. He seems almost a bit too powerful. Lilith is very excited about her new sword, probably a bit too excited as she takes a full swing and isn't even close to hitting her target. We managed to kill 6 of the Yuan-Ti, and the last 2 are trying to escape. We tried to kill them off as well, but one of them got away, leaving us with 7 dead Yuan-Ti and not too safe place to rest. Cracker gives Valde a potion of healing, and we start looting the bodies. All of them have spears. Denise finds some very carefully wrapped eggs, but she doesn't want that. She's more interested in the curved dagger. We find some gold, some jewelry, and some fishing tools. Both Charlotte and Violet slice open the stomach of the Yuan-Ti, and they get covered in black smelly goo. Neither of them seems very good at that. However, it seems like it might have paid off looting inside the Yuan-Ti because Charlotte found a heavy golden ring with an opal-shaped opal on it. Violet found a tiny finger-sized boot that she showed to Charlotte. Cute. But she also found a small, fine gold chain with a small pendant with a star or a moon on it. The gold chain doesn't fit an adult, so Violet puts it on her horn. No, I got that completely wrong, right?
Oh, she did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Blemish looted a body and found a tin box that he opened and exploded with smoke coming out and surrounding him. Luckily for us, he isn't getting easily hurt. He handed over his things to Charlotte, which included a platinum coin with a hole in it, and it had a snake head on. Overall, there was some good looting, coins, a lot of religious items, waterproof sack with herbs inside, some weapons and other belongings. We ask Waldis for a safe place to rest. We don't want to risk the last Yuan-Ti bringing back up, so she pulls out the stick that she tests the ground with, and eventually she points us in a direction. We start walking, and we walk for a long time until we find a place where we can rest. Our surroundings have changed. It's different trees. It's not the wet as wet anymore. And we can hear birds. In the distance, we can see a temple. Ivy flies ahead to see if there are any dangers lurking ahead, and she gets surprised by something dropping down in front of her. It's a body hanging from the tree. It's covered in vines. We can see there are furrows in the landscape, and it reminds some of us of the tunnel made by the purple worm. We decide to make a camp. All this help us with our hammocks, and we get a good night's sleep. Almost everyone, at least. In the middle of the night, Lilith and Cracker hear sounds, and we can see a giant snake-like creature. It seems like several of them. We decide to not wake the others up. When everybody wakes up, Cracker whispers to the other about the giant snake heads we saw during the night. Then all of us could see the giant creature with five heads rising above the trees. And that's where we finished the last session.
Well done. Thank you very much. Yes, and as always, if you do the recap, your character gets a point of inspiration. You can only ever have 1 point of inspiration at a time, but since you get it so often, I'd highly encourage you to use it when you think you may need it. So well done, Ida. Yes, and Byleth is hanging this little charm necklace or bracelet pendant on one of her horns.
Hmm.
Yeah, there was some pretty interesting stuff that you guys found. There were some cat's eyes and a few other little bits and bobs. Just worth mentioning that you didn't kill all the UNT. One of them escaped.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, did you? I
Didn't I?
may have missed
Yeah.
that. Sorry. Okay. Which hopefully isn't going to come back and haunt you.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But under the careful guidance and scouting abilities of Val Estepar, chances are you'll be fine as she leads you away from the obvious trails that may lead back to whatever UNT nest the last one fled to. You are now in this open area. Well, heavily wooded, but also there's an open area. And in the center of it is a gigantic stone pyramid, which you have already seen from a distance. And of course, there is the more immediate concern, although it's not a pressing threat technically, of this large 5-headed creature, somewhat reptilian looking in nature, apparently sort of wandering around, occasionally snapping at animals that move, either gulping them down or missing. And the rest of you have completed your long rest. What would you like to do now? Don't all pipe up at once.
Do we know what this thing is?
That's a good question. Is there anybody who thinks they might know what this is, or why they would know? Their character would know, I should say, specifically. Not metagame.
Maybe I learned about it in university.
Yeah, possibly.
Conclave.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Can I roll for
History.
it?
Yes, you can roll for it.
All right. 14.
Yes. Well, it is a Hydra. It is, you learned about it partly because the Hydra is such an unusual monstrosity, which is to say not a natural creature, but something that was created through magic or some other force, and appears somewhat like an animal, but is quite different and typically more powerful. The monstrosity here, in this case, has multiple heads, and it's famous for regenerating its heads if the heads are chopped off. You learned about it partly because it's a dangerous creature to encounter in the wild, but also because the Hydra, being such a powerful monstrosity, can be, if successfully defeated can be harvested for some spell components and potion components.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Mm. Okay.
On that
Right.
basis, charge!
I'll tell the party.
Okay.
Let's go. Don't waste any time.
5 heads, 5 of us. Let's go. Anybody
Do
else
we
want to
really
go?
want to fight this thing?
No.
Not really.
I will take it on alone. No, just kidding. I've also heard that it's dangerous, so yeah. I'll just do it with Denise. She'd be on my
Who's-
side right now.
Yeah, she's not here, so she is off in the woods gathering some leaves and plants to make a tea. She's gotten lost a little bit. I feel like Zenise would drink tea.
I think I'm gonna just ask Valdi, how do we get around this thing and not be seen?
That is a very good question. I mean, it's got 5 heads. You'd think it must be very good at spotting movement, being obviously some sort of top tier predator, plus all the eyes and noses and ears. Now, I do happen to have a bit of magic at my disposal, and I can cast a spell that'll make it easier for us to sneak our way through some of the underbrush. But we'll have to be quiet. And you, miss, may need to take off some of your metal armor and strap it down on your backpack or something.
Well, I can carry some of that for you, Lilith.
Does Lilith respond to her?
Carrying what for me? I'm sorry.
Your metal armor.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear metal.
Oh. Well, you're the only one who's wearing any armor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
The barbarian is basically wearing a fur bikini or something, and the rest of the party basically don't wear anything except robes.
Makes sense. Yeah, I guess so.
Now, before we do all of this, have you got a plan? Because it looks like the trail is going to head into that temple. I don't know why a demon would want to go to a temple exactly, but if you notice, there are fires burning there, and it doesn't exactly look like the temple is unoccupied. At a minimum, if this is where the demon has decided to retreat to, we would expect a very difficult fight. And as I said, I can't help you a whole lot. I'm a good sailor. I'm a good captain. I can handle people and ships. This is not exactly my forte. Now, if you want, I could hang back, make sure you don't get surprised from behind, or at least, shout out a warning. But you'll be on your own when you're in there. And it's a long way back to Leylon. We're not going to get any reinforcements or help. And if somebody dies or something bad happens, you have to figure out, I recommend, in advance how we're going to get everybody out.
Do we think the demon is in the temple?
Well, I don't know for sure. We have to go in and scout it out, but the trail leads to that thing. And unless it's just decided to go straight towards it, make a beeline, and then go right around it at the last minute, which I suppose is possible, then it's probably in there. I mean, why wouldn't it? Look at it. short of some spooky drums and some smoke, I mean, that's pretty much your typical place to hide a demon, isn't it?
Demon natural habitat. Okay. We don't see any like we can see signs on the ground that the demon went this way.
Well,
that-
you can't, but
Okay.
she's been tracking it.
Okay.
So she's got some tracking skills that none of the rest of you have.
Right.
And
Well,
occasionally you do see something that she points out to you, like a broken twig. But it's not just like something that's created by a large creature, because there are some large creatures in the swamp, as well as humanoids, which you've obviously encountered some of them. But there's the occasional little bit of ichor that dropped earlier on. It's not so easy in the watery parts of the swamp, but she's obviously very skilled at tracking.
let's see. I don't think we have a choice.
Well, I suppose you could go back to Leylon and try to tell the rest of the folks there, and if if you make a strong enough case, maybe we could get some reinforcements from Neverwinter, but that would take, I don't know, days, if not, weeks. It isn't easy to get them to move their forces, and I'm not entirely sure how Neverwinter would feel about diverting some of their security all the way down here for this thing that doesn't seem to be an immediate threat to the city. Don't forget, Neverwinter just went through a major siege fighting off a huge orc army. And I think they're going to be a little bit sensitive to the idea of reducing their manpower. And that's not going to do you any good in terms of getting you in with the holy people to try to help save your friend or bring your friend back. But you might succeed. I don't know. Griselda might be able to come. I think she can probably handle herself in the fight. And there's definitely a priestess of which one is it? The one of God, the goddess of luck. Yeah, Tamora, is it? I think that's her name. I'm not really into religion myself, but I think she might be able to come along and help out. But I don't. After what that thing did to some of the soldiers and the militia, I think you're not going to get a lot of volunteers.
Nah, this is our mess. We have to clean it up.
Yeah. So we might need to fight the Hydra then.
We avoid
Well,
it. Let's avoid the Hydra.
we can avoid it initially, and I'm not saying we should. I don't know that you can successfully defeat that thing. It is very, very tough by all accounts. Didn't you just say that its heads grow back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means that it's got some sort of regeneration, so you're going to be fighting an uphill battle. Like salmon swimming upstream. It's not impossible. Maybe you get some good shots in, surprise it, little ambush, but I mean, you're down a court already with that other lady running off trying to find some tea leaves or whatever it was. She should have just asked me. I've got some right here. Now, the other option is we just walk up to the temple. I mean, sneak up to the temple really, and scout around it first and just get a sense for what we're dealing with. I mean, there's no need to full on assault the thing with no advanced reconnaissance. I mean, you wouldn't really pick a fight like that typically if you had a choice. And by all accounts, they don't seem to know we're here. Otherwise, if they know, they're already setting up a trap, in which case walking blindly into it isn't going to help either.
I like this plan.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll either have to find an opening down on the ground or we have to climb to the top of it. Well, the good news is it's big enough, so if we just get on the opposite side of that thing, it probably won't notice us.
Well, let's try. After you, Valdi.
No, what? You're so gracious. And she kind of rolls her eyes sarcastically. All right. Now, everybody just come together now. Don't move. Nope. Come back over here. All right. And she says a couple of words, and there's a light bit of dust and light and a shimmer, and then it's over. Now, if you move, especially through any kind of obscuring material like leaves and trees and bushes, shadows, you should find it'll be a lot easier to hide. Your footsteps will be quieter. Your ability to disappear into the foliage will be improved, but you have to stay near me. Okay? Don't have to be clumped up, but don't go wandering off in different directions. Some of you may recognize this as a pass without trace spell, but not Blemish, because Blemish has never seen that spell.
Right.
Some of you who may have operated with your druid before she was unnecessarily killed, some might say, may remember this spell.
Mhm.
The Hydra continues what appears to be sort of a semi-circuitous route heading away from the party.
So shall we go?
Yes.
Oh,
Let's roll.
yes, right. I'm in charge. Oh, right. Okay. Follow me. Be very, very quiet. Zenise is now sleeping in her hammock. She can't be woken. She'll be fine. I gave her some valerian root. All right. Let's have everybody roll a stealth check. Now, Ida, Lilith will have no armor on. So your armor class is lower, but your stealth will not be impacted.
Ah, damn it. Stupid cracker.
Okay. Yeah, Cracker steps on a twig, and it's just like snap. A couple of birds fly up. Lilith kind of laughs at her and then laughs out loud. Shh. Settle down back there. Trying to get us all killed. All right, let's keep going. I don't see a whole lot on here. I don't suppose any of you could. Oh, yes. Miss Byleth. Now, your little friend,
Mhm.
she can fly, obviously, but she's also quite small. You see that little hole in the wall there by the ground? And she's pointing at something that's partially covered by some vines and foliage. This whole area is just overgrown with dense jungle foliage. It's not quite jungle, it's a swamp, but it's very similar. It's not that large. It's definitely not really big enough for, it's definitely not big enough for Blemish. It looks like it's the kind of hole where if one of you were laying down on the ground, you might be able to wiggle your way through it, but you definitely can't walk in. You can't even crouch and walk in. It's too big. It's too small for that. But Ivy could probably walk through upright, but she wouldn't be able to fly. It's too narrow for her wings.
I think I see it.
How do you feel about having Ivy check that out? Otherwise, she could do a little aerial reconnaissance of the temple itself and see what you can see from above. Now, I don't know what's in there. Might be dangerous. So I'm just saying this is, otherwise we're going to have to go in there, and that'll be a really tricky situation if we end up getting stuck or something attacks us or bites us or just drops on us.
Yeah, I
And you can,
agree.
but you can see that hole looks like it's been used. See how the grass and the weeds around the outside are a bit pressed down on as if it's been, as if something's come in and out of it, maybe an animal.
Well, I can send her through that hole and just look through her eyes. And I don't know. If I see anything dangerous, I'll retreat immediately.
All right.
Mhm.
And Ivy just gives you a telepathic link. Seriously? Now you're gonna now other people are sacrificing me too?
I give her a snack.
She
Maybe.
bites your finger again.
Ouch. Well,
Violet now has how many fingers covered in scabs?
all of them. I try to pet her a lot, you know. I try the whole bonding, connecting thing, but I don't know. Maybe it's past a certain point of where I should give it up. But I will continue trying.
So do
Okay.
you want her to go in the hole, or do you want her to fly over the top of the temple? What do you want her to do?
Um,
So each of these levels, just to put this in perspective, is somewhere between 10 and 15 feet from a visual inspection. So this whole structure is fairly tall.
hmm.
And
And the
they look
hole is
massive.
where exactly? It's not this one, right? It's
No, she's talking about something on the ground.
Mhm.
Let me just draw it for you. Let's call it there.
Oh, okay. Um,
Tiny. It is the
is.
size, a tiny creature like a bird or a cat could probably get in pretty easily. The rest of you it would be very hard to squeeze through it for most of you, and you might not even be able to fit entirely. Cracker would not be able to fit at all.
You can go without me.
Um, hmm. Maybe I can let Ivy just look over it first and then go in?
Sounds sensible.
Mhm. Okay, so
Certainly a lot less dangerous than just sending her in blind. And if this Ivy just sort of bobs her head like in agreement.
Yay. I think so too. Okay, then I will just send her and
All right, you're not going to maintain telepathic communication while she does her full flyby.
yeah, that's fine. I will tell her that she can just, I don't know, return if anything too dangerous pops up or something, or if she's in danger. Should I make her route?
Yeah, move
Okay.
her. And move her and roll perception checks. Tell me where she's going, what she's doing.
Okay. Perception checks, so not just one.
Well, so when you get to the first level, she called it a pyramid, but it's technically it looks more like an inverted ziggurat. So each level is basically flat once you get to the top of the level. And then, continues further up. So it's like one block on top of another block on top of another block, as opposed to a pyramid, which is angled, and you could theoretically climb from the base to the top. This is climbable because there are reeds and vines and small, even on the higher levels, there's small trees that have grown in between the cracks. They're not very large, but they're big enough that anybody who has no mobility issues could probably make their way up there with a little bit of risk of falling. But it is basically a flat level. As she gets to the first level, she spots the usual expected things. There's little critters, birds, insects everywhere, vines. couple of skeletons of small animals, it appears, and other things that she recognizes as spore signs, which include also whitened, bleached skeletons. But roll a perception check at every level you get up to.
Oh, okay. She has advantage. Very nice.
Mm,
Mm.
okay.
Oh, well, go Ivy.
She's too busy within range sending telepathic abuse at you to concentrate on her job. Deep down inside, you just hear her thinking, just kill me now, get it over with. So aside from what she obviously sees, she doesn't notice anything else on this level of the ziggurat. Now, the next
Okay.
levels have these braziers that are stone pits, basically, and they seem to be burning. Okay, go ahead and roll it again.
Mhm.
This level has a lot less vegetation growing on it.
13.
Doesn't
almost
she
lo-
have any plus to perception? Being
I think it's already added. It's +1. But I mean, oh no. Ah, +3. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's +3. So 16.
Okay. So she, on this level, she notices, the first thing she notices is that this level seems much cleaner, almost as if somebody's tending to the area. So it's not as overgrown. There definitely aren't any trees growing in the cracks. There are some vines still, and they seem to trail all the way up and down the ziggurat. But there are also what appear to be worn sections, as if there's a path, and it roughly follows. It's not precise, but it roughly follows the outside of the next layer in a circle, or in a square rather, and it definitely leads up to each of the braziers. She also notices that the braziers are burning and they're smoking a little bit. They have some wood in them, but it's not very much. And it's not clear why the fires would be so big. They're very, very large fires, and they generate a fair amount of heat.
Interesting. Okay. Then I think Ivy will just go on to the next one.
Okay.
Could she maybe focus a bit on it's going inside there, right? Or
Yeah. Well, so if you're going to send her in, that's a separate. But
no, just maybe looking inside
okay,
if she sees something there.
sure. Okay. Yeah, very good.
20.
So, unlike the level below it, this one is really, really tidy. It's clear that there isn't really anything growing here. The vines do seem to come out from the opening, so the vines are actually growing through the opening. Not clear which direction they're actually growing, whether they started from outside on the ground or if they started from inside. But one way or the other, there's actually a trail of vines on all four sides. There is also a sort of a worn pathway amongst the braziers, and there is a very strong smell that comes out that Ivy notices, even though she's not particularly perceptive with smell. It reminds her of an animal den, and it's more of a predator's animal den because there's some decaying animals or the smell of decaying creatures in there, combined with just a general mustiness that comes from having lots of animals living in the place. With her vision, she sees what appears to be a large open space without going into it. It's all the way at the bottom, so this seems to be a hollow structure internally, at least from what she can see. And at the bottom, she can see a number of large, what appear to be snake statues. There are 4 of them. And the entire main area that she can see into seems to be lit weakly by torches that are hanging from stone walls. There are columns inside the room that she can see into. There are small columns, also apparently made of stone, maybe a marble or something nice. And then there seem to be some corridors that peel off in various directions from the main center area. The vines trail all the way down to the ground, and they look very sturdy.
Sounds good to climb. Does she hear anything out of there?
She hears what sounds a bit like some movement, but it's also echoing very heavily inside. There's also the sound of some dripping water. And but the main area that she can peer into appears empty and unoccupied at the moment, other than the statues and the torches that are flickering.
Okay. Well,
There's an occasional clang, like maybe there's metal, but it's not very loud and it's very gentle, and she can't tell what it is.
okay. I think then I will send her in. Also because she didn't see anything dangerous. So.
Okay.
Don't die.
Fuck you, Violet.
I love you too.
All right, she disappears. And a few minutes later, she flies out, obviously panicked. And she flies straight to you. She's breathing heavily. Her feathers are all ruffled. She keeps shaking herself to try to release her tension. And she like keeps biting you nervously.
Oh no.
Telepathically, she says, "Huge snake. Huge. Biggest snake ever. Big enough to eat all of you." Which, frankly, I think I should let it do.
No. I give her a treat.
She picks up one of her claws, her legs, and she just like knocks it out of your hand. And then she bites your finger again. Keep your
Ouchie.
treat.
No. I tell everything to my friends. Big snake. Very big. And dangerous.
But no demon? Big snake, but no demon.
Ivy turns her head like 270 degrees and then just sort of like lowers the top portion of her eyes. And she's just looking at you with that frowny look. And then she bites your finger. And she says telepathically, "I'm not going to go looking for a demon after I already saw a giant snake, am I?"
Could the demon be the snake, everyone? Because doesn't the demon change shape?
Could be.
I don't know much about that stuff.
Well, I don't remember the snake lady changing to a snake. Did she?
Don't know much about lycanthropy. Don't know much demonology. All I know is I saw a snake lady.
Is that a real song?
It is now.
It's adapted lyrics, original lyrics to an existing song, existing melody. I made it up on the spot because I'm creative like that. Okay, because it's jazz hands. Yes. Ivy just points one wing at the small hole and says telepathically, maybe you should try crawling through the hole. Not me, you.
She wants me dead.
Well, a brief moment, image flashes between the two of you. You dead and Ivy in her original form back on her elemental plane, free of the burden of having to answer your summons.
Oh no. I don't think we should go through the hole
Too
because
bad you don't have a wild shaping druid anymore. This would be so much
yeah.
easier. So much easier.
I think several of us wouldn't fit. So main entrance? Maybe the
Try-
snake is really nice.
Try the other side.
Y'all want to go to the other side? All right. Are you sure? It doesn't look like there's that much cover over there. And we're going to have to run through some open space.
That's true.
I mean, we can, but oh,
Wait,
don't one of you have some magic where you can change yourself or something?
Not anymore.
Oh, no.
Valdi, do you think it's possible we could climb up with all those vines and tree roots and
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, I can definitely do. You look pretty strong. Big fella there can definitely do. He could probably carry one or two. I don't know. I mean, the rest of you look like you could probably handle it. It doesn't look impossible. You might fall, but it's not going to kill you.
Oh, we
I
have
guess-
grappling hooks as well.
and rope?
And tampons.
Always.
And the crampons.
Yeah.
Which, when you think about it, actually sounds like a better name for a feminine device.
For the cramps. Well,
And just as you're debating it, you watch as Valley goes, look, and a small snake appears from the hole that you were just investigating briefly down here
Oh.
and slithers off back towards the direction from whence you came. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Better than spiders.
Not for Indiana Jones.
what's that?
True. Well, I say we scale it and we go up to the top there.
Yeah. I mean,
We're gonna fight this thing.
snake lady, giant snake, I think. I don't know. Maybe it's all connected.
Seems a bit too coincidental.
It's almost like he planned it.
It's so weird. Like there's a divine power, divine mechanism. It's on the stars, guys.
All
Okay.
right, well, let's get up there before that bloody thing comes back.
Right. Let's go.
Okay.
Valdi, lead the way, Valdi.
Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. You just pick a vine and climb. You don't
All right.
really need me to lead you up that thing, do you? I mean, I'm flattered and all, but I don't feel like this is really my area of expertise. What do you want me to do? I'm not going to go in with you. I can't. If I go down, then you're just going to have to look out for me too. Not the best solution, really. Don't you think?
All right. Lilith, get on Blemish there.
Okay.
Okay, so instead of climbing, you're going to hang on to Blemish while Blemish climbs.
Yes.
How does Blemish feel about this? Don't forget to ask for consent.
It's okay. You don't weigh anything.
Little
Feather
people
human.
wish.
Well, if you're carrying her armor, she definitely weighs something between herself and the armor.
Not too bad.
Lilith is heavier than she looks. Does Lilith like to snack when she's out in the field? Does she like just pick off berries as she goes?
No.
How long does it
No?
take you to put that armor back on?
Yeah, it's a good
Way
question.
too long.
Maybe you should put it on.
That might be a good idea, actually.
That might be a good idea indeed.
I'm gonna put on my.
I just want to say, if all
Um,
else fails, don't we have also this dust that we picked up? Didn't we cast? We casted identify on that, didn't we?
What?
Yeah.
Did you?
The dust that Sophie Charlotte took.
Oh,
Vanishing dust, was it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. What does it do?
turns you invisible.
Oh.
You think it turns you invisible.
Hmm. Okay. So if it all goes to shit, I'll just throw it on us.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And we flee.
Good idea. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Ready.
I don't want to
Maybe
climb up.
the
Maybe the corner. I don't want to be near that hole.
Blemish is kind of tall, so he can kind of push your butt, help you up.
yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe like the weaker people go first, so that the stronger people can like catch us.
Catch.
Yeah.
Fall.
True.
Well,
Blemish could literally throw a couple of you up there.
that might be worth it. Okay. Let's climb.
Yeah, tell me what you're doing exactly. Who's going first?
Well, Sophie said the weaker people should go first. So go ahead, Sophie.
Okay.
I mean, Charlotte. Whoever the heck you are. Wizard.
Bit rude.
I'll use my grappling hook.
At least you didn't call her a backup wizard.
Why don't you say these things, Al?
I don't know.
That would
I
be
don't see you.
Obviously, a very unhappy, deeply frustrated individual in real life. Sorry, Soph. You bring it upon yourself, really. Your reaction is what triggers it. So, okay. So, yes, Sophie, let's have Charlotte roll a strength athletics check with advantage because you're using a grappling hook.
Okay.
And Blemish is pushing her in the butt.
Okay.
bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what I'll say is, in that case, rather than try to climb, close to 20 feet, Blemish will push you up halfway. So the worst that happens is you're going to fall 10 feet.
On his face.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Aw.
And Charlotte lands on Blemish's head like a cheerleading squad gone awry. Roll 1d6, and you can split the difference between the two of you. 1 point. Okay. You each take half a hit point of damage,
Okay.
which
Ouch.
rounded down is 0. So all that's really happened is that you've just hurt your ego.
Great. Shall I try again?
Sure.
Try again.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. This time you've got the hang of it, and you scramble up.
Sorry.
Yee.
All the way.
Oh, is it not all the way?
I
Is
thought
it
it
all
was
the
just
way?
one, but I don't
I
know.
yeah, I thought it was one level too. That was
Okay,
pretty-
one level then.
that was
He gets catapulted up like a Flappy Bird.
like a giant, some kung fu movie, just taking off. All right. Who's
Impressive.
next?
Catching Blemish, hidden Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, I
can go
suppose
next.
if Blemish wanted to do the sort of the shot put and just swing around, like get a warm up by swinging around, 720 degrees a couple of times. Okay, who's next?
I can go. I have a question. Could I dismiss Ivy temporarily first?
Yeah, just post in the chat.
Okay. I'll just
Okay. You can
yeah,
temporarily
it's the
dismiss
third
her.
one from.
Okay.
Okay.
So when you dismiss her to bring her back, you're gonna need an hour. I
Isn't it
forget.
just an action?
Yeah.
Where does it say
I
that?
thought so because it's just temporarily dismissed and it's just
Awaits your summons.
It says as an action while it's
Yeah.
temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in an unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. Same section as the temporarily dismissed.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And she
Okay.
goes, "Peace out."
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, and then I will try to go up just like Charlotte did.
Okay.
Blemish is helping.
Okay.
Okay, so athletics.
But you're not using a
yeah.
grappling hook.
Why not? Why not?
Do you have one?
Yeah, I also got one.
Okay. Yeah. So you clamber up. So athletically and with such great agility that you kind of make Charlotte feel a bit bad about it.
No, don't feel bad.
She takes
You did
another
great
half
too.
point of emotional damage.
Oh no.
Ouch.
All right. Who's next? Valdi has changed her mind. She said, "I'll come along, but I'm just going to stay at the top." Well, I can't go in there. I mean, if something bad happens to all of us, nobody's even going to know where this thing is.
Okay, I'm gonna head up.
Okay. Well, you got to roll too. Yeah. There
Yep.
you go.
There.
Okay. Yeah. No problem for Cracker.
And then it's Blemish turn.
Yeah.
Can I do it with Lilith on my back?
Sure. It's no problem.
And 10.
That's enough. That's enough.
Come on,
I
Lilith.
mean, you almost
Hang
really
on.
have to. You really have to suck at climbing to like fail this one. Oh, right. Sorry, Sophie. Why do you keep saying such mean things to me? Now, with all of you up there, including Valdi, she says, "Oh, look at that." And she moves her boot back and forth as she's clearing some of the vines and decaying vegetation. Guess your owl missed that. It seems to be a hatch. It's a wooden hatch.
Open?
Closed, obviously, underneath the vegetation.
Yeah, I was asking if you should open.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't really clear from what you
No.
I
I
understood
don't.
it.
I don't think that was me. I think that was.
He's a man of few words.
Yeah.
Ambiguous meaning. I mean, what could happen, you know? Big snake attacks us all and we die.
Want me to open?
I think we should all
I
climb
want
back
to
down.
go down first.
Mhm.
Say when.
Okay, I'm gonna climb back down a bit. Do you need another climb check?
No, it's okay.
Ready?
So you guys are all on this level. Nobody climbed up to the second level yet.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, those of you
Phew.
trying to kung fu jump your way to the top without having to make any rolls. Okay, so who's doing what?
I'm waiting for them telling me to open the hatch.
Okay. Why
Could
is
I?
the turn order coming up?
Oh man, can we just listen at the hatch first? Anyone?
What? No,
Anyone?
that's metagaming.
I haven't opened
I
it yet.
Yeah, you can do
Prepare.
whatever you want. You can listen at the hatch. You can prepare anything you want.
Okay. Can I put my ear to the hatch? Would that be a survival check?
Perception.
Perception. Not my best. There we go. I hear nothing.
You hear the sound of the ocean.
So soothing.
Interesting.
Billy Ocean.
Just tell me when.
I'm gonna have my shield up just in case something pops up.
Okay.
Then I'm ready for Blemish to open it. About everyone else.
I'm gonna ready my great axe. I'm gonna go in front of these two. No offense, Charlotte. And be ready to defend us against any attacks.
Okay.
Can I?
But why is Violet still red? Is she wounded?
I don't know. No, I'm not.
The bow in
I'm
your
good.
hair.
It is, yeah.
She painted war markings on her face with blood.
It's because Ivy wounded me.
Yeah. Call me Tallulah Byleth. Okay. What's Violet doing, if anything?
Maybe I'm gonna ready my rope of entanglement.
Ooh,
To-
that's an interesting option.
Entangle. I don't know. The first thing that comes out of there, I guess.
All right.
Yeah. If there's something coming out of there.
Okay. Or at least confuse a snake, and if a snake sees it.
It's just a sweater for the snake.
Peter, is that you? Okay. All right. Anybody else? Is that everybody? Sophie, what did you say Charlotte was doing?
Hiding behind Cracker.
Okay. Right. Have you guys put away your grappling hooks and things? Because that's quite a lot to carry in your hands if you're casting spells and wielding weapons. Okay. All right. Hit it.
Ready?
Yes.
Yep.
And I am going to open the hatch.
Okay. Let's have a strength check.
Let's
I mean,
see.
it should be pretty easy.
23.
Yeah. You literally rip the hatch entirely off its hinges and the whole thing just comes out in your hand.
Oops.
Valdez like, that is not what I would call subtle.
Sorry. I'm going to try and give the hatch to Cracker. I'm sorry.
That's great.
Cracker could use it as an improvised shield.
Shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would allow it if you really want to.
I'm just gonna set it right next to the wall here just in case.
I can see it. I can actually visualize the moment. All right. The hatch is, well, I mean, it's basically a prepared stone entrance. It's an entrance in the stone. and you can peer down into the darkness. All you see underneath you is through the hatchway until you actually go down into it. All you see is what appears to be a stone floor about the same level as the ground. So there's not really any deception in terms of the height of this this level or layer. There seems to be some light, some faint light coming from a couple of different directions, sort of in either general direction following the outline of the ziggurat. So maybe something like there and somewhere down here. And it seems to be at least a passageway underneath you.
So with my dark vision, I can make sure there's no snakes at the bottom right there, directly below us.
Directly below you, there's nothing, just a stone floor. But, like 30 feet out to the side, you can't really see that where you are. Not unless you like sort of drop in, poke your head around, that type of thing.
I think this might be a better entrance than climbing up to the top there.
Yeah. Feels safer anyway.
Mm-hmm. Is Blemish able to fit through that?
Sure. The hatch is a normal sized hatch for a medium creature, so Blemish can squeeze through it.
Want me to go first?
Maybe.
Okay. And he's gonna jump in.
Okay.
Or where the hole is.
Okay. You land. It's clearly some sort of a corridor. As I said, it's somewhat dimly lit. There are some interspersed torches hanging from various metal sconces on the walls, and it seems empty. The hallway basically seems to follow the exterior outline of the ziggurat. So off to the right, it's very long and empty. And then it seems to go around a corner, which you're not able to see around because of the positioning of the hatch and where you came in. You're actually in the middle of the corridor. Or not in the middle exactly, but the corner is a little bit further away from where you are initially.
It's empty.
All right, let's lower everybody in.
Okay, so you guys managed to get down into it, and let's make sure I've got everything hidden so you don't see what you're not supposed to see.
Our deaths?
Oh, I'll definitely let you see your deaths. I would never pass that up. And as you drop into the smooth sounds of Caribbean Queen.
That's totally the song I got stuck in my head. Or get out of my car, or get out of my dreams, get into my car.
I feel like Caribbean Queen's a little more appropriate here.
Yeah.
Water, swamp. Okay, so hopefully you can see what I'm trying to show you. Little corridor. You guys are hanging out in the corridor.
This looks
See all
fun.
that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the whole adventure. This is literally one long, boring stone corridor.
Love it.
You also see the hole, the other side of the hole that you had noticed earlier. And next to it, there's a lever on the wall. And from this side of it, you can see that actually looks like it might be a door that swings out. Or in, rather. Like there's some hinges.
Okay, everyone keep that in mind for exiting. Getting out of here quick.
Yes.
Aside
Hopefully
from
it's
it,
Sorry.
that's okay. Go ahead.
I said, hopefully it's not locked.
Yes. And not one of those locks where like somebody forgot where the key is altogether.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in one giant, ceramic bowl that's got all these other keys that some of them look like they don't even belong in this house.
What?
You don't have a bowl like that somewhere in your house with like
Yeah.
15,000 keys in them? Keys from like when you were a kid? Some bicycle lock that you lost like 20 years ago?
The key to my 68 Cougar. Still have it. Okay, keep going.
But not the Cougar.
Not the Cougar.
Yeah. So aside from the hall being empty, it's empty in the sense that there isn't anything obviously walking around in it. But it's not entire. It's not clean. There is there's moss everywhere. The whole space is warm and damp. There's a lot of just not quite litter, but just trashy type stuff laying around. Little bits of bone, some animal furs, what look like poop, occasional snake skins, like shed skin from a snake, broken weapon here and there. Things that look like smears on the ground. You don't know what that could be. Could be something dragged, and could be blood marks, could be other kinds of smears. The place smells a bit fetid. It's not horrible, but it also smells like things have died here. And there's even a faint smell of roasting meat. And somewhere off around the corner, you hear what sounds a bit like metal and porcelain and maybe utensils. There's no real sound of any discussion or talking, but it sounds a little bit from Cracker's experience of being in a tavern, many, many hundreds of taverns, like a dining area. That would be this corner.
Need to scout around there.
Yeah.
Hey, stay here.
Oh, smells delicious.
Follow your
The
nose.
roasting meat or the poop?
The meat. He's hungry. Had another real breakfast today.
Yeah. So when Blemish gets really hungry, which members of the party look like the best snack?
Cracker. Much muscle. A lot of meat.
But wouldn't you think Cracker would be stringy and tough? I feel like one of the soft wizards would be really tasty. Or
Not enough.
the sorcerer. I mean, they've got two wizards. They don't need both, surely.
No.
Or maybe the cleric. I mean, normally the cleric's in armor, so it's kind of like a nice crunchy outside and a soft chew center.
She probably tastes the divine.
Oh! On that note, let's take a 10-minute break. I can't beat that. Well done, Henrietta. I think Blemish gets point of inspiration.
Yay. Nice.
All right. Okay, so you guys come up with a plan and figure out which way you want to go and what you want to do when you get there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Coffee first.
Yep.
Hi. We hope you're enjoying this episode, and if so, please like and subscribe. And remember, the next time your DM says, roll initiative, yell back,
Here.
hold my earrings.
Here, hold my earrings.
This is good. I think we only need this take.
all right. You guys managed to come up with an idea what you're going to do?
I'm gonna cast detect magic with my sexy Order of the Scribes no cast time thing.
Okay. Did you say sexy? How does one cast detect magic in a sexy accelerated
I don't know,
fashion?
but like shaking your hips while doing it or something.
Ooh, gotta copy
Marilyn-
that technique.
Marilyn Monroe-esque.
Watch
Detect
closely, Violet.
magic for me. Show me what glows Oh, please. He does that so well. Okay, yes. So you have, go ahead and post it as always, s'il vous plaît. And, ooh. All right. So within 30 feet,
Hmm.
you will sense magic in this way. Aside from the magic that all of you are carrying, because quite a few of you have some magic items. There isn't any magic immediately around you other than what you're carrying on your persons.
Oh,
And there's so much stuff on your on your bodies that it's a little bit, it's kind of all drowning out.
so there isn't like a magic trail.
Oh, is that what you were looking for? Like a
Possibly.
magical breadcrumbs? No,
Yeah, kind of.
sorry. I didn't
There's
quite understand what you were
nothing
looking for.
magical on the door outside.
No,
Oh, well,
that appears
I
to
know.
be mechanical.
Yep. There's
Mechanical.
no magical trap on it or something.
Nope. That you can see. Not all magic is detectable, but no.
True.
Who's
So
got the sneakiest peek?
I beg your pardon.
Who's got the sneakiest peek? I am not the greatest at sneaking around corners, but maybe someone could peek around the corner.
I'm not good at that either, I don't think.
Thought Charlotte was kind of stealthy. But
Oh, well, I can give it a go.
I mean, she's about the same as Byleth.
yeah, but when we walked stealthily, you know, I was impressed. When we did it outside.
And and Byleth just pushes Charlotte out in front.
You go, girl.
Notice how
You can
Laura
do
just
it.
sacrifices everybody else.
Someone has to tell the story, you know?
Ooh. I can hear a gaslit biography coming, autobiography. And I tried to stop them from moving to the front of the order and peeking around the corner, but they wouldn't listen to me. Well,
Okay,
until
I'll,
somebody actually moves a token and rolls some dice, I'm not doing anything. So
Okay. I
no
shall.
worries. Doesn't have to be you. You could push Byleth back. You're about the same strength.
No.
Grab her by the horns.
I
Sometimes you just have to grab the tiefling by the horns. I feel like that should be a
gladly-
saying.
True.
Okay. You're doing what?
Yes, I will sneak. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Are you doing the Pink Panther theme song?
Yes.
Slightly off key.
I don't remember it. It's been a while.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
We have a perfect song in Norwegian about kind of sneaking, a children's song, and I always think about that when sneaking. Kind of, we are kind of on our tiptoes, sneaking around. I wish you talked Norwegian. Would have been so funny.
Well, you know how it is. All we need to do is figure out what language in the game Norwegian would be, and then you guys can all take turns every game learning one word. And by the time we're done with this campaign in about 20 years, we'll have enough for
We're
a
all
good
fluent.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be speaking
Sounds
Polish and
great.
Norwegian to each other. So as you peek around the corner, you see one of these creatures that you encountered already in the swampy bits.
Oh my god.
He Ooh, let's have a roll. Yeah, Henrietta, let's have a roll. See if he notices you peeking around the corner.
8.
Okay. He does not notice you. And Valdi looks down from above you and gives you a thumbs up. You're still close enough.
She said I didn't hear.
She says, "You're still close enough."
It's enough for what?
I didn't hear what you said.
Close enough for what?
And she does the little, she puts her two hands in front of her face, curved over like little paws, and she mimics bobbing her head up and down. "Sneaking, you dumb bitch!" She shouts. And then the snake man turns around. That's so mean. He was so mean, wasn't he? That was completely unnecessary. Okay, Snake
Oh my
Man goes first. And then Valdi goes, "Oops, sorry." That was kind of rude, I admit. Sorry about that.
Oh, it was funny.
Well, thank you. Thank you for accepting it in the spirit in which it was intended. All right, good. 18, 13. All right.
Oh,
The
damn.
abuse that we heap upon each other, it's terrible. People listening to the recordings are like, they really must like each other or something. I wouldn't put up with that. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 descending. Okay, why is it not working? There we go. Okay. Well, very often the dice seem to lay it out the way it looks like it should. So Charlotte technically went first. She gave her position away. The Snake Man notices. So you basically looked around the corner, so you haven't actually used your action.
Okay.
I'm going to say, and I'll put Valdi in there just because she's kind of close enough that she might still be a factor. We'll put her. We'll say that she went in second because she basically had an interaction with you. So if you want to still do an action, you can.
Okay. I'll shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Phew. Oops. I don't know why advantage is on.
That's all right.
13.
All right. So that's going to hit him, and he howls in pain.
And then I'll creep round the corner.
Oh, no sense
Actually, no, I'm not
creeping at this
creeping.
point. No sense creeping at this point.
Yeah, I'm not creeping. I'm running back to my friends.
The jig is up. You also hear some chairs moving and some sounds of crockery being dropped. Okay. Valdi ducks her head back. Good luck! As she pulls a byleth. Hey, that's not fair. The Snake Man, having been shot. Well, none of you can see where he is, so he disappears from your view, technically. And Lilith, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move a little bit back.
Okay.
In case people come from the other way around.
Yes. You have 60 feet of dark vision as well, don't you?
Yeah, so I
just
should be able to move a little bit more.
Well, okay. So you move. Tell me where you stop because I'm going to measure out your
I'm
dark
gonna
vision.
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
I don't think-
Can you just measure it out for me so I can figure out how much I'm going to reveal for you?
oh, this one.
Perfect. Just hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Okay. All right. Very good. So you've moved. You haven't actually
Yeah.
taken an action. Would you like to prepare something?
I'm gonna prepare Toll the Dead.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh no, maybe I'm not gonna prepare Toll the Dead because that's
Oh,
gonna
come on. You already said it. No take backsies. I want you to set off a gigantic alarm bell in the entire temple.
Yeah. I remembered that.
We're here. Okay, so what would you like to do? What would Lilith like to do?
I'm not gonna do anything actually. I'm just gonna like be I'm gonna just have my shield up and duck if I see something by my shield. Try to take cover
Take cover. Okay.
behind my
Good.
shield if I see
Okay.
something coming against me.
Okay. So I guess that's like the dodge action.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right. Cracker.
Well, Cracker's gonna move to here
Okay.
while passing Charlotte, and all in one word. What the hell was that? And stands there, ready to attack. And can I see him from here?
No.
I can't, so I have to step right out.
Well, you can peek around the corner, but you also can't see him because he's not there anymore.
All right. So I'm just gonna stand here and be ready to attack
Okay.
if we are attacked.
Okay. So what you can see is that there seems to be some stairs that start descending down from at the end of your vision. Right about there. Troll, which was actually a pretty decent sort of budget film years back.
I'm gonna move up there and I'm going to ready my attack if anything comes after me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which attack? You get one swipe. Well,
Yep.
okay, fine. Like claws and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Byleth?
Oh, I think it would be kind of hard to go through here because of Blemish, right? So maybe I'm just gonna go to here and ready my crossbow in
Okay.
case anything attacks because I didn't see anything, but I heard a gasp from Charlotte and
Mhm.
that means bad news.
Yeah, you heard a gasp, and then you also heard her go twang, and then you heard something else go ah.
Yeah, just like that.
So you know that Charlotte shot somebody, basically, but you don't know if it's a giant snake or yeah.
Mm.
Okay, very good, Charlotte.
I'll say to everyone, it was a Yuan-ti thing. Yuan-ti? Yuan-ti? It's a snake guy.
Yes, UNT, I suppose, or whatever. Okay, very
And
good.
then I'll ready my crossbow.
Okay. Valdi keeps looking. She looks back up, her head ducks back over the edge of the hatch that you guys have created, and she seems to look nervously around. I'll be right back. And she disappears. Okay, you start to hear noise from this area. A lot of chairs moving, some shouting, some hissing. Obviously, you don't know exactly what's going on. A moment later, you start to hear somebody's. It sounds a bit like an alarm, but it could also just be improvised cooking-ware. It sounds like somebody's banging on pots. Bang, 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 bang. Lilith.
I'm
guess
gonna
technically-
ask the others if we should retreat.
Ooh. The coward's way out.
Yeah.
The living coward's way out.
Yeah, I mean, they sounds like they are calling for backup.
Yeah. I mean, you're taking your action to do this, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you're taking your action to have a quick poll. Everybody can respond very quickly. Not a committee discussion.
That wasn't the dinner bell.
Okay. Yeah.
Should I pull this lever?
Why not both? You're pulling the lever, but it's not your turn. So
No,
sorry.
I said should I pull this lever?
Oh, okay, right. Who else wants to say something? Violet, Charlotte.
Mm. I'll say
Maybe.
yes.
I say maybe retreating would be smarter. For now.
Okay, so that's all Lilith's turn. That was quite a lot there. Cracker, I'll let you do your lever thing if you want to.
I think I'm going to. Because
It's
I
not
think
a-
we need a hasty exit.
Okay, it's not a free item interaction because this is a pretty
Yeah.
big lever.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll strength athletics.
25.
Yeah. It creaks. It's obviously rusted. It seems as if no one really has used this in a long time. But despite the protest, the door swings wide open, and you do see the jungle and the swamp outside. It's a medium-sized door, so Blemish can squeeze through it. The rest of you can just walk straight through. And the hole is a small crack in between the door and the rest of the wall. So basically where part of the door would have been, that's where the crack is. Do you want to move back outside?
No, I'm actually just going to move forward a little bit to allow everybody else to escape if they need to out the door. Because I'm assuming it's that.
Yeah, it's this
light-colored
corner. It's
section.
yeah, it's sort of this. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And I'm just going to stand here and again, am I able to ready an action?
No, that was your action.
That was my action. Okay, ready an action is an action. Okay. Then that's me.
Okay.
Mm, Let's see. I am going to move forward to kind of be a shield in the
Mhm.
corridor. And do I see anything more? Yeah, 60 feet of dark vision. So
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, give me a sec.
Mhm.
You can see at the wall, it turns, and the wall on, I guess since you're facing down, the wall on your left, but technically on the screen is on the right, ends here. And you can see the beginning of chairs and tables and some what appear to be other tables, like maybe preparation tables. There's a lot of stuff hanging from various hooks, like animals, this is clearly some sort of an eating or food preparation area. A couple of chairs are knocked over. Looks like maybe there's some plates on the tables that haven't been cleared, or somebody was eating hastily and they've run away. So, but there isn't anybody immediately in your line of sight.
Was that an action to seal this, or?
No, I mean you're just noticing what's obvious.
Okay. And he's just gonna ready his action if anyone comes close.
Okay, good. All right. Lila.
I think I will go. I don't know. Is this like
Yeah.
in the door?
Yeah, that's
thing?
basically the door. Yeah.
That's the door. Okay. I don't think I want to retreat yet. I don't know. So maybe I'm just gonna go here and.
Block the doorway. Perfect.
Well, it's only 1 5 feet thing, so just this. Wait.
Yeah, you're standing in front of the entrance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I won't do that. Then. Oh, that's annoying. I couldn't get out anyway. Just if I dashed. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay here and ready my crossbow again.
Okay. Charlotte.
I'll move up behind Violet, and I'll also ready my crossbow, so that we're like back to back with our crossbows.
2/3 of Charlie's Angels.
Cool.
That's right. Okay, cool. Valdi has disappeared. Okay. Several of these Yuan-Ti snake men, plus something you don't recognize. It seems like a human woman, but up close she has some slightly reptilian looking features, and she's wielding a dagger. They run up, and they will run right up into Blemish's grill, as it were. So what was your trigger? Was it attacking, or I guess if it's an attack, they'll attack first.
Yeah, it was if any of them come up close enough.
Okay, I'll let you get your swipes in before they close, since your trigger is getting close to you.
Okay. Take the one on the left. Yeah, that's left. Let's see. Claw. Yeah. 9.
Yeah, misses.
Do I get all my multi attacks, or?
Yeah, it's like it's your action, so you get the full thing. It's not a reaction. Okay, that's gonna hit.
And the last one is a bite.
And that will also hit. Yeah. It doesn't look happy about being bitten and clawed.
Understandable.
Can I also do my attack? Or can I?
Well, your attack
not?
was based on somebody attacking you, right?
Yeah.
Or what was it?
I
What was the
said
trigger on
in
that?
case anything pops up.
Okay, all right.
Pretty sure. Okay. And I can't see this guy, or is Blemish giving him cover?
Well, Blemish is going to give 3/4 cover.
Mhm.
Blemish is huge, so that's -5 to you, or +5 to their AC either way.
Okay. I will try anyway. No. Well. Oh, I still have. Yeah. I don't
Yeah. So that one
suppose.
bounces off the wall and hits the ceiling, and then just sort of disappears in the background.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Mhm.
Anybody else? Charlotte, unfortunately, cannot see them.
Yeah,
And
too busy
Cracker
posing.
posing sideways but facing front, and have you got like you're sucking in like your cheeks to make you look more model-esque.
Yeah, and my I'm sucking in my gut too.
Sucking in your gut.
Looking super cool. She would have hit. I'm sure.
All right, Cracker, the odd Charlie's Angel out there. Cracker's got melee weapons, so she's not going to be able to do anything.
Right.
Okay, so these two guys are going to attack. Go ahead and let's roll some dice there. Ida and Sophie, roll an attack each, please. Oh, okay. Well, I think they're both going to hit
Mhm.
Blemish. So that'll be 6 points each. So that'll be 12 altogether for Blemish. All right. And the ones in the back are actually going to use, this one is going to use a bow and shoot. It'll have a slight disadvantage, a slight penalty rather. But go ahead and roll that one, Yvonne.
7.
Okay, yeah, that just hits the ceiling and bounces past, whistles past Cracker and Byleth and goes right out the door. And the humanoid looking one just kind of hisses somewhat uselessly. Very good. Lilith, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna move towards the exit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or
you're
the
way
right.
out there.
Yeah,
Way out there.
this is where I get with my ordinary movement. I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
Since not anyone else has been like exiting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm too afraid to do it by myself.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ready my crossbow,
Mm-hmm.
and if I see snake-like man or thing, I'm gonna try and shoot it.
Okay. Cool. Cracker.
Well, I can't share a spot, and I can't really get through, can I?
Nope.
No. And they have 3/4 cover. I don't risk hitting Blemish, right?
No, not in this game.
Okay.
So some people do that, but
Yeah. Okay, good. Then I'm gonna move to there, and I'm gonna switch weapons to a javelin, and I'm gonna try and chuck a javelin.
Okay.
Yep. Probably at this one, but I wonder if I'd have better luck. I guess it's 6 1/2 dozen of the other. Can't see him anyway. I'm gonna try and shoot for whatever I can go for.
Okay. So the wounded one in the
Yep.
front.
Yep.
Okay.
And I am raging. I am immediately raging, and this is with reckless attack.
Okay.
Wait, does
Right.
that only apply to melee? Because I am. Hold on. Nope. Okay, and I'm going to.
Can you
throw
post it though? That would be helpful.
Yep. Hold on one sec here. I have how many javelins here? Hold on. I have to check. I have 3.
But okay. So
All right.
reckless will attack on the first one.
Well,
apply on the
reckless
first one,
attacks.
rather.
It applies on all of them. That's what we decided last week.
You can decide to attack recklessly. Yeah. Okay.
Because they get advantage on all attacks.
It does say doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attacks using strength.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't
so
say
not Blemish.
melee. It said yes, it does melee weapon attacks down
Yeah.
there.
So it won't work on
So there's one.
javelin. So that one misses.
And there's my second one, 15.
Okay, yeah, that one will hit. Yeah, he's got a big old jab. Oh wait, 15. Oh, but he's got
With
partial cover.
3/4. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually gonna miss. Sorry.
Okay. That's okay. I'll pick him up later.
Well, you can get half, 50% of them basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna move up
Move.
to here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay. Go for it, Henrietta.
Yep. The one that's injured in front of me. So I'm gonna start with a bite this time. Woof.
Okay. Yeah.
22, 6 piercing,
Yeah.
and still alive.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
I'm gonna do a claw.
Okay. Yeah. Chunks go flying. Looks wounded.
Okay. And another claw. Ah,
That one's gonna miss.
yes. Can I jump over them?
Can you jump over them? There's yeah,
Not always
but
the ceiling.
yeah, I'll say it's high enough.
Okay.
It's a little bit tight for you, but you know, if you're trying to jump over them to do something cool, then sure, why not?
Well, not gonna do something cool. I just want to let Cracker in on the fun.
Okay. You're technically you can't move through them, but if you want to try to jump over them, I don't want this to become like a permanent, moving through enemies kind of solution. So you can give it a try. If you're going to get they're all going to have a reaction to hit you. Um, so and your strength and your size will allow you to do that. Anybody else trying to jump over? I mean, obviously in real life you can't do it, right? It's just not possible. Even people who can jump over other people still have to get like a 20-foot running start. So go ahead and give it a try, and we will have everybody else roll 1d20 for an opportunity attack.
I face plant in front of them.
Oh, but yeah, okay. Well, actually, I was going to say it should be dexterity, really.
Okay. That's
But I'm not going to let you roll I don't know how we're going to do this because you did already roll. That's fine. Just go ahead and roll dexterity.
Yeah, but you can also say that it didn't work.
No, I don't want to do that.
It was even worse. So
karma.
Yes, karma.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens? So you can clear the distance, but I'm going to say you land prone.
Yep.
They're all going to attack you while these two guys are definitely attacking you while you're leaving their range. So let's have Yvonne and Laura roll a d20 each.
9.
10.
Okay. What is Blemish's armor class?
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
And these two are going to attack after. Well, I guess they should be attacking while you're flying through the air with the greatest of ease. So Sophie and Ida, you can give that a try.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess somebody had to roll something, right?
Yeah.
So that'll be, we'll call it 11 points of damage to Blemish from that attack. A bit surprised. Actually, technically no, because that one was using a longbow. That wouldn't work. So actually, that attack doesn't even strike. So you surprised the one with the ranged weapon so badly that it didn't even get a chance to swing at you because it didn't have a melee weapon in your hands. So that's your turn, right? Yeah, you've done everything. Oh, do you want to keep moving? I guess you could move up. I guess you could stand up. 1, 2. Yeah.
Sure, if I can, I would stand up. But
Okay. I'm being very generous here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Byleth, your turn.
Yes. I will cast Chromatic Orb, I think, on this one.
Okay. No,
Uh,
note just well, if you move forward a little bit, you won't have any penalties
Yeah,
at
I
all.
wanted to go here. If that's fine.
Okay. Yep.
And make it a fire attack.
Okay. Yeah, that hits, and a little explosion of fire lands on its chest.
Pew.
Yeah.
And then I will. Can I go behind Charlotte again?
Yeah. Free item interaction
You know.
pusher.
Push her in front. Make sure she's prone. And
I feel like you're
throw
working against me.
Throw a fireball.
You see, I did not even say that. That wasn't even like, no,
Well,
I
I'm
didn't do something
going
like
with it.
that. She actually said it. There you go.
No. I'm gonna say, "Go girl."
It can only be
Okay.
one. All right. Frenemies. Okay, very good. Yeah, Charlotte.
Well,
She
in
gonna
my
turn around
head,
and attack
I've-
Byleth.
No. Because in my head, I'm seeing it more of like a tag in, tag out situation.
Oh, right. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
so
Mhm.
no, I'll jump out. Let's see.
When
And
you're
I shall.
when you're so badly gaslit that you actually buy into it. Yeah, you're right. I should definitely be pushed forward.
I'll give them my ultimate attack.
Okay, so you're gonna move 5 feet over,
crossbow.
right? Just so you're not being blocked by
yes, of
Cracker.
course.
Yeah.
Yes. So this one is the most bloodied, right?
Yeah, it's definitely bloodied. The others are not bloodied or not injured at all.
Okay. Oh fuck it, I'll just do magic missile on this one.
I need that on a shirt.
Ooh. Pew. Pew.
I feel like the order of the scribe ought to be somebody who's a little bit more eloquent. Oh, fuck it. Hey, you be you. All right, all 3 hit, obviously. And it staggers briefly, but it's still standing.
Okay. And I'll run back for cover.
Okay. Very good. What are they gonna do? So, first of all, actually, I should change the. Ida, could you roll out 60 feet to your right? Or sorry, give me the ruler 60 feet to your right, please. That's 65. So I think you can see. Oh, that's good. Thank you. Okay, so you can see this. Several of you can hear what sound like footsteps coming from the darkened corridor on the other side. And let's see. The 4 that you are currently engaged with, these 2 will move up to Cracker, and this one will slide around the other side of Cracker, gaining advantage. Cracker did not attack recklessly, right?
No, I didn't because
Yep.
I couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah. So this one will have advantage. This one will not. Henrietta, you can roll with advantage. Laura, you can roll without, please. Okay, so both will hit. That'll be a total of 12 points as these swords cut into you. This one will attack Blemish dropping its longbow and pulling out a scimitar. Let's have Yvonne, you roll that attack.
Oh shit! Sorry.
All right, 11 points. And then this one actually is going to suddenly look at Blemish and just go and spits out this large black blob of what appears to be mucus on Blemish. Blemish, Henrietta, can I have a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm. 23.
Okay. Yeah. So it's poisonous, obviously, but Blemish has managed to resist the worst of it. And he will take no damage. But it stinks.
Mhm.
It smells like bile, basically.
Nice.
Very good. And off in the distance, aside from the banging pots, you now hear what sounds like a large metal gong. And it's going slowly but methodically. Dong, dong. All right. Lilith.
Yes. I'm gonna keep moving.
Okay.
Here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you can see pretty much all of them, really.
Yep. First time I'm seeing them.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my crossbow and try and... No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna move there. And use my inflict wounds
Okay.
on that one.
So you're going to touch it.
Yeah.
You'll be in melee range then.
Yes.
Okay. So you're not going to leave melee range?
Nope.
Okay. Just want to make sure you understand what's happening.
I do.
Okay. The 9 is going to miss. It's not going to connect, unfortunately. Would have been a lot of damage. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. All right. So Cracker.
So just for clarification, the rules of flanking means that Lilith would have to be here, right?
It got to be the opposite.
Okay, exact opposite. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna keep hacking away at this guy. I am recklessly attacking.
Okay.
And I am recklessly attacking with that lovely great axe. Oh, in a very bad way.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at that. That's not bad. 16.
Well, the first one is going to hit as well.
Okay.
So that'll be. Sorry, which one did you go for? The wounded one?
Yeah, the wounded one.
Okay.
Right there.
All right. Yeah, the second attack will finish off the wounded one.
Good.
So you hack it into bits and little bits of squirmy snake tail or sort of flopping about, spewing bits of blood.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else for Cracker?
Nope, gonna stay right there.
Okay. The troll.
Yeah. Well, first I regenerate 10 hit points. Do you want me to post that every turn or?
Yeah, you should, just so we can keep track of it.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna. I think I'm going to try and attack the lady woman. She tried to spit on me, and
Okay.
I don't like that. So I'm going to try and bite her first.
Oh,
Return the favor. Oh, that's
yeah,
a 13.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to do 2 claw attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And 1 and a 2.
Okay. And a 1, 2, 3, 4.
He can't count any further, so he stops on 2. 1 and a 2.
And a 1 and a 2.
2. Yeah.
1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2. 1, 2.
He only has 7 intellect, so.
And the number of syllables kind of throws him off, right? So like he
Yeah.
kind of loses, he's like out of step.
Says he stops up thinking in.
1, 2.
Life choices.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, so yeah. Wait, hang on. What happened to my thing? Come back. There we go. So first of all 3 attacks will hit.
Oh.
And your final attack, your last claw, kills it.
Oh.
And she just collapses at your feet in a little slump. Small dagger falls out of her hand. And she just hisses at you in her final breath.
Oh.
Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Kind of feel bad.
Okay. Violet.
Yes. I'm gonna go here and no, well, I think I'm gonna attack this one and yeah. We'll toll the dead. I think doesn't matter because we were hurt anyway, so hey. I will try my best.
Okay.
Phew.
Yeah.
10 safe.
Sorry, which one was it again? Sorry.
The already.
The wounded one. Okay, yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Yeah, the loud bonging of your spell goes off, almost exactly in sync with the loud gongs and various pot bangings that you can hear.
Hmm. And then I'll go here.
Okay. Charlotte.
I shall jump out and shoot my crossbow at this one.
Okay.
Mm,
Lilith's gonna give him a little cover.
no,
Yes.
Lilith, get down.
Or you could just slide, here and then kind of move in between.
Slide where?
All right, got my thing on hidden.
Mm-mm.
All right, you can stand you can basically stand in front of Lilith, is what I'm saying. You started
I wouldn't have
there.
enough movement to
Well,
get back, would I?
Well, not all the way back, but if you want to hit, then it's up to you.
Mm. Mm. Okay, fine.
Okay, fine, she said. Let's
Crossbow.
roll the dice. All right. That will hit. Yes. Successful hit with a crossbow. Well done.
And I'll move back. I can't remember how much movement I have though.
1, 2, 3. Oh, so you started. Where did you start? Here?
I think I started here.
Okay. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you've got 5. So you can get back to this corner, for example, if you want to. Or you can move behind
Okay.
Lilith.
Just move back here.
Well, Lilith's got a big old shield and some armor.
Shield me.
Okay. All right. Snake man. Laura, can you draw it 60 feet? I just did it, but I want to be sure. Thank you.
To me?
Laura, yes.
Draw at 60 feet?
Use your ruler.
Out here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
to
you.
there. Okay.
Thank
Oh my
you.
god.
Thank
I was so
you.
confused.
Hold
Thank
it.
you.
Hold it. Don't go away yet.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Like that.
Thank you. So, okay. Gotta make sure you can see what you can see and not see what you're not supposed to see. Why did he say it that way? That I don't like the sound of that. That doesn't sound
Scared.
very good. Byleth can hear more running sounds or sounds of something approaching. Maybe not running. Do they run if they have no legs? I guess not, right? Slithering. Okay. Let's see. I guess this one technically is here. These are dead. Okay, so it's going to attack Cracker. Henrietta, you can roll that one. And Yvonne, you can
Okay.
roll the attack against Blemish.
Sorry.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that's going to
oh,
hit.
sorry.
Oh.
They're
There you
both
go.
going to hit for 6 each.
Right.
Yeah, take that.
Yeah.
Take that. Okay. The bunging continues. The sounds continue. Lilith, it's your turn.
Yes. It feels like it's gonna come something from that corner, so I'm gonna move.
Okay.
Brave.
Yes. Some would say
Yeah.
brave. Some would say foolish.
Yeah.
And as you run forward, you see the appearance of two of these snake-like men coming from the opposite direction or from their flanking position. They both have swords out. Now, technically, Charlotte cannot see them, so she can attack with disadvantage. You can attack. You know that if Lilith just says enemies or something, you'll know that they're there, and you can fire basically blindly with disadvantage. But you won't be able to see them. So any targeting spells you can't use, which you actually have to see the enemy because they're just outside of your range of your dark vision. What am I saying? There are torches everywhere. Yeah, you can see the outlines of them. You can see some outlines of them. And you have dark vision glasses, so that you'll be disadvantaged because you can sort of see their shapes, but the dark vision glasses don't work out past 60 feet, so they're still kind of obscured in darkness. I think that's fair. Yeah. Okay, Lilith, sorry.
Yes. I'm gonna use my crossbow against this one.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow. Nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Starts growing a crossbow in its chest. Anybody okay? Did you have movement left or anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna stay here.
Okay. And Cracker.
Well, I'm just gonna keep hacking away in a reckless manner.
Yeah.
Obviously, the one right in front of me. Here's my first swing.
Okay.
Does it go down? Well, I guess no, because it hasn't been injured yet. Okay, and there's my second swing.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All
Got a
right.
little worse for wear.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bloodied, but you took a couple of big chunks out of it. One sec. Okay, sorry. Troll.
Yes. First of all, 10 hit point. And then chomp, chomp, chomp. Wait. 10.
Yeah, that's not going to get through the tough
Nah.
skin.
And then a claw.
That'll get through the tough skin.
And another claw. Work that well.
Maybe you need to go back to claw school.
Yeah, maybe.
Left-handed. It's always the same claw, right? Your last claw is always the lowest.
Yeah. Okay. Byleth.
Yes. Does any one of them look bloodied?
Hmm. Not really, no.
Nah. Hmm. Okay. Then I think I will continue. Going here first, and then using Toll the Dead again on this one.
Jesus Christ.
Um, Bonk. 12?
Okay. That's not, yeah, it's gonna work. Yeah, I mean, your spell's gonna work, I mean. Well
Nice.
done. Now it's, you were attacking the injured one, right?
Aren't they both injured?
Okay, sorry, yes. You don't know what I'm thinking. I'm trying to do something else. So yes,
Um.
it looks bloodied.
Okay. And I think I'm gonna just go all the way back here.
Okay. As you are moving, suddenly 5 long heads reach. No, one long head reaches in from outside the door and bites you.
Oh. Ouch.
Let's see. Sophie, you can roll the attack.
Okay.
Gonna use my
One.
shield too.
1. 1.
Ah!
16.
Okay.
I don't know if my shield does anything.
I mean, it hits you, so.
Yeah. No, I'm not
What's your
gonna use my
What's your
shield.
armor class without it?
12.
Yep. So. Yes, no.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. You'll take 11 points of damage from this bite. And the head snakes back.
Gee.
Okay. Charlotte.
So which is the one that Byleth told the deaded?
That is such an awkward sentence.
told the dead.
I told them the day.
I don't know which one was it again?
I wanted to attack this one.
Yeah.
Right. I'll magic missile that one.
Okay. Just so you can sort of see what you're dealing with out there. Actually, you shouldn't be able to see that much.
Oh no.
But I'll use Toll the Dead magic missile fire with my
Okay.
spellbook thing. Awakened spellbook.
I think you may need to turn yourself off and turn yourself back on again.
To reset.
Hard reset. Okay.
Yes.
So sorry, what are you doing actually?
I'm changing the damage type of magic missile to fire.
Oh,
Using
okay,
my
right.
awakened spellbook.
Okay, right. Gotcha.
It's like the poor man's fireball. Pew.
Yeah.
Pew. Pew.
I mean, it doesn't seem to do any extra damage if that's what you were looking
Okay.
for.
At least it looked cool.
It looks very cool, yeah. Trailing bits of flame. Yes, exactly. You hear through the hole in the hatch the sound of Valdi going, "Look out! It's back!" And this thing is going to. You see the head reach in and sort of snap away in this area right here in front of the door. It can't quite reach Byleth or Charlotte.
God.
Yeah. This one is going to attack Cracker. Sophie, do you want to roll that attack? And
Yeah.
Ida, you can roll the attack on Blemish. That's going to hit. That'll be another 6 points for Cracker. And this one's going to miss Blemish altogether.
Mhm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess this one will 7. So this one will run up 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah. So they'll be flanking Lilith now. But they sort of rushed up, so they don't have any attacks left. Yeah. 2 more of these females appear from the cantina side. Okay, Lilith.
Yes. If I move here,
Mm-hmm.
will that create a reaction, like opportunity?
No. Only if you move out of melee range of somebody who has a weapon prepared.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use Thunder Wave.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to say this one's the one that fails, so it gets blown back. And this one isn't blown back, but obviously it takes some damage as well. Nice. Anything else?
Well, I mean, if I move, he will attack. I mean, I can move here.
Yes, you can definitely do that. Or even here if you wanted to.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay. Yeah, smart. Okay. Cracker.
All right, hack and slash. There's a 1. And there's a 2. Oh, man.
I feel like hack and slash is the name of a hobby that Cracker would invent involving a small leather ball that she kicks around.
Hack and slash.
Yeah, that was such a big thing when I was growing up. Okay, so the first attack is going to cleave this one's head off.
That's
So
good.
you're going to have enough to do something else.
Well, I guess I'm
The
going to move up
the second
here.
one's the second one's going to miss.
Okay.
I mean, you already have advantage, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay. I just moved right up to there.
Okay. Trolly troll.
Yeah. He's still gonna chomp, chomp, chomp.
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18
Mm-hmm. That's a hit.
and a claw.
Yeah, keep going.
And there comes this
Nothing.
second. Wow.
Nada.
Nada.
Okay.
He
Second
stomps his
verse,
feet.
same as first. That's another action. Okay, Lilith.
Yes. I'm unsure if if I could go like this and wouldn't be attacked by the thing outside. Yeah, I'm just gonna try. Why not?
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, I'm just gonna go here and
Okay.
then here
Okay.
and I guess here. And attack this guy.
Mm-hmm.
With chromatic orb.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess. Maybe lightning damage.
Okay.
Oh, doesn't look too good.
Yeah, maybe because you're not used to lightning, it just kind of like arcs off onto the side.
Mm. Man,
Meh.
sad. Ooh.
Okay. Charlotte. You got 2 of these down here. Bunch of these little
Eek.
guys over here. Some snapping head of a giant hydra coming through the doorway.
Yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. I I wish Denise were here.
Uh-huh. Well, it'll be even tougher next week when you lose your healer.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Oh, fuck indeed. Why was he
Our magic
warning us?
miss.
I don't understand why he wasn't warning us.
Our magic missile, lightning. This guy.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Hew. Hew. Hew.
All right. The pews have it. He takes all 3, but he's still standing. Okay.
Mhm.
You can hear Valdi's voice. I'll try to distract it, but I don't think I can survive if it actually hits me. And briefly, you see the shadow of this creature kind of move away, but you don't know how far or how much. This one will move over here and try to target Lilith, and this one will come around. So let's have Sophie. Why don't you roll one with advantage? Laura, you roll a regular one. Okay. What's your armor class again? Is it like 18 or
19.
something?
19.
Golly. Okay. Yes. So they're both going to miss. Oh, well, actually, yeah, they're both going to miss. This one is attacking. Guess they'll both come up. This one will attack. They'll both use poison spray, but this one will attack with advantage against the troll. So, Ida, you roll the attack with advantage against the troll. All right. I think that's going to hit for 6. And these two are both going to try to spray Blemish with poison. So, Henrietta, you get 2 Constitution saves.
Mm-hmm. And that's 1, and that's a 2.
Trolls are pretty tough.
Yep.
Okay, so covered in poison, but not affected by it. The bonging continues. All right, that's their turn. Lilith.
Yes. I'm gonna move. No, he will. I'm gonna move there, and he will. That one, I guess, have an opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sophie. Okay, that's gonna miss.
And then I'm gonna use Tempest.
Post it in the chat, as
Yes.
always. Okay. So you're thunder waving again.
Yes. Wait. No. Sorry, I pressed the wrong one. Did I?
Well, you get thunder wave because you're a Tempest cleric. So that's not. It's just the same spell. It's just automatically.
No.
prepared.
I'm sorry. Sorry, it wasn't that one. It was this Tempest one. Shatter. I mean.
Okay.
So I want to make wind. Oh. Sorry, I'm very confused about these spells, apparently.
What's confusing?
Because it wasn't the right one. I've pressed the wrong one again. This one is the one I want to use. Gust of wind.
Okay.
And try to force them away a little bit.
Okay. I mean, shatter would also work in terms of just doing damage, but yes, if you want to just push them away, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Each creature 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blasts from you in the direction you choose. Each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed on strength save. Yeah, sure. Okay. So there's no save for the original spell itself. If it starts its turn, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet from you in a direction
Mhm.
following the line. So presumably you're pushing them down this corridor.
Yeah. And
Okay.
trying to prevent people running up too fast.
Ah, very smart. Well done. Okay, so let's just do this. We're going to just draw this out. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 60 feet. So that's another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the wind corridor. Basically, you basically made a wind tunnel. Congratulations. Okay. So when they start their turn, they'll be rolling strength saving throws.
Mhm.
Okay. Well done. Anything else for Lilith?
No.
Okay. Cracker.
All right, so hack and slashing with reckless attack on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Same again.
Mm-hmm.
And one more.
Oh,
Okay, so on that one, on the second swing, this one also collapses. All right. Does Cracker want to move?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
5, 10. To here.
Mhm.
And that's it.
Okay, I'm just going to draw this out as well, just so we know that this is where Hydra stick its head in. Okay, Henrietta.
I'm gonna
And-
take this
And
one.
we'll stop with Byleth today.
Mhm.
So, okay.
So, bite. Oh my god.
Nope.
Nope. And a claw.
Yes.
Better. And another claw.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Looks bloodied.
And of course, the regeneration.
Yes. Very good.
And that's me.
Okay. All right, Byleth.
Yes. I will go to here and try to hit this one with Toll the Dead. I think, yeah. Yeah. Because he gets cover, right? A bit.
Toll the Dead isn't affect. Sorry,
Yeah,
what are you
that's
asking?
why I'm using it.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
Sure.
you would have gotten cover otherwise. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then let's. What I'm using. 8 damage. Great. And
Okay.
Ooh. 16.
Yeah, it's not gonna affect it.
Okay.
Okay.
And maybe I'm gonna go a bit further up here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so we'll stop there. So this is just a little reminder. You guys can see the text, can't you? Gust of wind, Hydra.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just to keep everything clear, because that was a very clever use of that spell, Ida, to try to prevent to try to block off the enemy. Good tactical thinking there. Yvonne backing her up, creating a little bit of barrier. You guys have some nice choke points here. And of course, the walls themselves provide you with some cover from the Hydra and its snaking long heads. But it's all the temporary measure, isn't it? Because how long does gust of wind last? Up to 1 minute with concentration. So you have to
Mhm.
maintain your concentration. So if you take damage, you can lose concentration and the spell goes down.
Yeah.
Your
What will
troll is
happen next time when she's not there?
well, that's a very good question. That's a very good, actually, that's a very good question because you're not playing, you're not there, so the gust of wind will be gone. I'll let it run through. Let's do this then. Let's Charlotte, you go through it. The snake men will go, and then we'll stop with Lilith. Okay. So there's a chance that her spell can work on these guys at least one round.
Mhm.
All right. So Charlotte, do you want to do this real quick? Do you have something you'd like to do?
Well, if I fire my crossbow, will it get deflected by the gust of wind? I fire it over
Uh,
here.
That's a good question. I don't think so. Certainly for the one in front, I don't think it should make any difference really.
Oh god, something's like bugging out my character sheet.
It's okay. If you're
Can I just roll a d20 for my attack or something?
sure, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, no problem.
It's bugging out right now.
No
Phew.
worries. Okay, so that'll hit. Well done.
What's
Even
the
with
damage roll again?
it's a d6, I think it is.
Phew.
Okay, and you have a dex bonus, maybe +1 or something.
Okay.
Do you remember what your dex is?
I think
12,
it's like
14?
something like that. 12 maybe.
Okay, so that'll be, we'll call it 3 points of damage. Well done. Valdi is out there. You hear Valdi shouting, "Shoo, shoo, shoo!" I said. And you see the shadow of her running above you as she passes over the hatch occasionally. Okay, so these two guys will roll their strength saving throws. Go ahead and roll those, Ida. 2 d20s. Ooh, and can you post your saving throw or whatever it is? Your
13.
oh, is it 13? Okay, fine, 13. So one of them's definitely going to fail, and the other one's definitely going to make it. It looks like this one, the one in front, makes it. This one is going to be pushed back 15 feet, right? Is that the spell effect? It's pushed back
Yeah.
15 feet, but there's no damage, right?
No damage.
Okay. Very good. And then we'll just do these two quick. They'll just both poison attack, poison spray, blemish. So go ahead and roll
Mhm.
2 con saves.
Yes. Oh,
Oh,
12. Jesus.
okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, so that's, so you're gonna take, we'll call it 12 points of poison damage altogether.
Mhm.
And actually, I'm gonna let you, Ida, I'm gonna let you go through with your turn and stop there, actually, because that'll be a little bit nicer for you.
Yes.
Okay. So it's obviously
Really?
metagaming, but since you're not going to be here next turn, next week, and your turn and your spells ending, you can just attack anyway. Even if you could attack anyway, it doesn't really matter. But you can do something else if you want.
From where I stand, can I see?
Mm-hmm. Byleth?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see Byleth.
Then I'm gonna cast Aid.
Oh, okay. Post it.
Yes.
Okay.
So on the 3 next to me.
Charlotte, Cracker, and Byleth?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yay!
So
Thank
each of you
Yay.
put a little purple, maybe?
Well,
So you guys each have 8 is it temporary? 5. So it's not technically temporary hit points. It's actually increasing your maximum, but just put in the temporary hit points section. And if for some reason we forget, then we can pick it up next week. Okay.
Wonderful.
Great.
Thanks.
And we'll pick up with Cracker next week.
All right.
Thanks, everybody. Oh, wait, just before I forgo, just remind me, we're going to put Daria at the end of the turn. Not Daria, rather. Zanice at the end of the turn order so that we don't lose her. That's not how you spell Zanice.
Put her in Lilith's place, right in front of the Yuanti and behind the Hydra. Punishments for not being here
Yeah.
with her erratic missiles.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay, everyone, have a lovely week, and I shall see you next Sunday.
Yes.
all right.
Thank
Okay.
you.
that was
too.
fun.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Take
Bye-bye.
Funny. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.